Vibhuti Yoga is the title of Chapter 10 in the Bhagavad Gita. The word Vibhuti means divine manifestations or glories. And in this chapter, Lord Krishna reveals to Arjuna the various ways in which his divine presence manifests throughout the universe. Story of Vibhuti Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. After receiving Krishna's teachings in the previous chapters, Arjuna wants to understand more deeply how Krishna's divine power works in the world. He asks Krishna to explain his vibhutis, the special manifestations of his divine power in the material world. Krishna responds by explaining that his essence pervades everything in existence, and he is the ultimate source of all creation. However, since it is impossible to list every way in which his divine presence is felt, he highlights some of the most remarkable forms and manifestations where his power can be seen. Here are the key points from Vibhuti Yoga. 1. God's all-pervading presence. Krishna starts by explaining that he is the supreme, eternal, unchangeable essence that sustains the entire universe. Everything in creation exists because of him, and all beings depend on his power for their existence. He is present in every part of creation, from the smallest atom to the largest cosmic forces. 2. God's manifestations in the world. Krishna then lists a series of vibhutis or divine manifestations to help Arjuna understand how he can be seen in the world. Among mountains, he is Mount Meru. Among rivers, he is the Ganges. Among warriors, he is Arjuna himself. Among animals, he is the lion, and among birds, he is Garuda. Among sages, he is Vyasa, the author of the Mahabharata. He is the power of speech, memory, intelligence, and forgiveness in humans. Each of these examples shows that Krishna's divine presence can be found in all things that are powerful, noble, or awe-inspiring in the world. He represents the best and most glorious aspects of creation. 3. Source of everything. Krishna reminds Arjuna that he is the origin of all things. Everything that exists comes from him, and he controls the beginning, middle, and end of all creation. Without him, nothing can exist or function. The sun, the moon, the stars, and the forces of nature all operate because of Krishna's divine will. 4. Devotion as the key to understanding. Krishna explains that only through deep devotion and unwavering faith can one truly understand and realize his divine nature. Those who recognize his power and presence everywhere achieve spiritual wisdom and peace. He emphasizes that knowledge of his divine manifestations is not just intellectual, but can lead to a profound spiritual connection with God. 5. Krishna's ultimate form. Although Krishna has mentioned many of his vibhutis, he humbly tells Arjuna that these are only a small fraction of his divine manifestations. His real glory is far beyond human comprehension. However, by contemplating these manifestations, one can start to grasp the infinite power and presence of the divine. Conclusion of Vibhuti Yoga. At the end of the chapter, Krishna concludes that his presence in the world is immense and all-encompassing. However, even with these manifestations, they represent only a fraction of his true essence. Krishna encourages Arjuna to continue his path with this knowledge and to always remember that everything in existence is part of the divine. Key takeaways from Vibhuti Yoga. Divine power everywhere. Krishna's power and presence can be seen in everything beautiful, powerful, and noble in the world. Understanding God. Devotion and humility are essential to truly grasp Krishna's divine essence. Infinite glory. Even though Krishna reveals some of his divine manifestations, his true form is far beyond the limits of human understanding. In essence, Vibhuti Yoga teaches that God is not only transcendent, but also immanent, present in every aspect of creation. By recognizing this, one can develop a deep